Hey y'all, Colin here today to bring you another video. Today we take a look at JTech TV and its supposed Legion. I mean, seriously, I think besides Jay, there's only one active person that's part of the Legion that actually makes YouTube content. Everybody else, of course, wants to justify their purchase of a PlayStation 4. So of course he subscribed to JTech TV to be fed actual lies. Now it's worth noting that I have nothing wrong with PlayStation players. It's the ones who are regurgitating blatant lies about other gaming platforms are the ones I have a problem with. Now, I wouldn't say Jay is actually leading the crusade of deceit, but he's definitely been a meme in the gaming community for a while. I mean, you can see why. He can't even spell begging right, which, by the way, is a word we'll be bringing up a lot in this video. Just quite a bit. In general, though, people have kind of stopped talking about him. Good for him, he gets less attention. That means I can come out of the basement for a while to talk about him in my own personal style, without feeling like I'm ripping off Papa Frit or Bullet Berry. By the way, I love you guys. Keep up the really good content. Without further ado, let's start. So way back in 2011, a channel by the name of Proud2000X popped up on YouTube. Shortly after, he started making content. Now I would have done the honorable duty of scrolling all the way back to his first video to see what kind of content he initially went for, but he presumably made gaming videos. It wasn't until around 2016 and 2017 when YouTubers started making videos on this guy, who was making false allegations about PC and putting PS4 on this godlike pedestal. Kind of like how people are praising Kim Jong-un in North Korea. Except for the PlayStation 4 peasants, they're happy to do it. Now, numerous videos were made, and JTech gave his usual PC people gave beggars, haha, YouTube ad revenue go brrr response. It wasn't until 2017 when we got our soldier, our warrior, for Tonga Plays to go out into the front line and confront the king of virginity himself, JTech TV. What ensued was an hour and a half of Jay calling Frit a fake gamer because he only had 70-something games in his Steam library. Don't worry your little head, Jay. I only have 5 games in my Steam library. But see, Jay, you don't play on Steam. So by that logic, you have 0 games, which means you're not a real gamer either. There you go, Jay. Your logic has been thrown right back at you. On top of that, there were hundreds of interruptions when Frit tried to speak. Because, of course, in normal JTech fashion, we can't actually have the audience hear valid points. Frit won, of course, but not as gracefully as he planned it out to be, as he said in a later video. Well, he didn't actually say he won, but everyone else did. He did talk about how gracefully everything was pulled off, though. Now, Bulletberry, not being a stranger to destroying people with facts and logic, decided to maybe tame the beast, perhaps. I used the word beast loosely, by the way. Anyways, he made a debate with Jay. And while Jay did seem more down to earth, there were still many holes in his arguments, in both the debates he was in. By far, the most talked about thing on his channel, besides PlayStation, are PC port beggars. He thinks that because PC players want to play God of War and Spider-Man, that PC gamers are petty, shouldn't have those games. When those games do inevitably come to those systems, he'll be like, well, you guys are busy playing those games, so don't keep begging for exclusives. You see, he doesn't see exclusives as anti-consumer, because without them, he would have no points to justify his godlike praise of the PlayStation. I mean, seriously, go into any of his social medias, and all you see are pictures with PlayStation exclusives with captions like, PC players don't have this. Oh my god, if only PC players had this PlayStation exclusive. Seriously, Jay, you're only laughing at yourself. And those who are laughing with you are only doing it because they want to feel better about their console purchase. Either that or they're laughing at your stupidity. Now, the final thing I want to bring up is a kind of a subject that may not be known to a lot of people, because it sure wasn't for me until I found out today. It was about JTech's joystick being sent to a lady he deemed suitable for the PlayStation Legion. Just reading between the lines, I think you'll get what I mean. Actually, the more I look into this, he's actually done this to multiple women without their consent. So not only is he a turbo virgin, he's a turbo virgin sex offender. Got it. Jay, you don't need to have women validate your fears that you can't see it when you look down to your feet while taking a shower. And even if it isn't small, I don't think anyone would want to go into your room. For God's sakes, have you guys actually seen it? It's like the exact definition of, sorry babe, something came up, I gotta go. Now I know I've given a lot of my opinion throughout the summary, as well as a lot of my flair and jokes. But I want to give more of my detailed thoughts on him. He does seem like a pretty chill guy on the surface. In fact, if I didn't know anything about him, I'd probably go up to him and talk to him for 5 minutes. It's when you get into his deeper personality traits in his content. That's when you start to see major flaws. He's pretty defensive and he's easily upset. He likes anti-consumer practices. He makes a cult to blindly love a gaming console. But worst of all, his mic is really bad. Oh, sorry, he sends unwanted dick pics to girls too. I forgot about that one. And while everyone has flaws, specifically for me, I'm pretty defensive at times. And I'm also very easily upset. At least people like me and the majority of other people can admit those flaws. And I don't let those flaws make it into my content, because I know I'll disappoint my fans if I do that. You see, Jay, nobody cares that you like PlayStation 4. It's the way you go after PC people to boost your views. Because AK subs over 9 years on YouTube with constant videos isn't the best. You complain about how people use you for views, when really, you use them, because the people you debate and talk to are significantly more popular than you. You're a fiddle, Jay, and you're being played. And while we'd all like to say, PC is objectively better, but I prefer PlayStation, because that's just my preference. We all know you're going to keep pushing your PlayStation Legion propaganda BS until you run your channel completely into the ground. Either that or get arrested for sexual harassment. But hey, that's just me, Jay. Wait. One more thing I forgot. I challenged Jay to a debate. He actually accepted it, only later rejected me because when he saw my YouTube channel, he accused me of being a toxic PC fanboy. Now, Jay, looking at my channel, you can only see there's one video about console, and that's the one about toxic console meme pages, which I think everyone agrees that are just bad. Now, as for all my other videos, you can scroll all the way through them. There's nothing in there that talks about toxic console players or PC fanboyism. Now, Jay, if you suppose you have the balls to back up what you're saying, you'd have no problem destroying whatever argument I throw at you. And no, Jay, you're not ever too busy to debate someone for an hour or two. Because if you have the time to put a 3-hour podcast out every other day, you'd have time to debate me for an hour or two. It's not like you have tons of comments to respond to anyways. Your channel's dead, Jay. But hey, that's just a theory. A Jay theory. Now, if you like this video about JTechTV, please like and subscribe. Because while the editing didn't take too long, the scripting did. Because I want to find the exact words to destroy JTech in my own little way. Anyways, I love all the support you guys have given my channel. I'll see you later. Peace out.